Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot and welcome to my Martian Eclipse Point readings. It's a great title, isn't it? Last Sunday, February the 23rd, as I'm filming, Mars passed over 4 degrees Capricorn, which is the point where the solar eclipse in Capricorn occurred over Christmas. The effects of an eclipse last up to 6 months. So the astrologers say that when the planet passes over that eclipse point, that it activates it with that planet's energy. So I wanted to do a spread of readings looking at how the Martian energies combined with the eclipse point could manifest in your life. Now, obviously, it's a general tarot reading. The spread is the question itself, but roles can be reversed, but it's probably going to be quite personal because my readings normally are. I'd like you to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising. In fact, out of any of them, your rising. Your rising is the more important one with this. And really, your rising is the most important sign, not your sun sign. Let me bring up the spread and I'll show you what I'm planning. So we have how it can manifest internally, clarified by the Wheel of the Year Tarot. How it can manifest externally, clarified by the Ellen Duggan Witches Tarot, and the guidance that arises from this from the Armado 777 Tarot. It's an interesting deck. It's got 2 extra suits. It's well worth reading about. Created by the guy who claimed he was Aleister Crowley's son, but I believe that has been debunked. But these energies, when they come, they are likely to move fast. They are likely to go whack into your life. But this eclipse point was last Sunday, but there's a couple of months, 3 months, possibly 4 at a push, where the eclipse energies are still active. So just because Mars went over last Sunday doesn't mean you'll feel the effects from that immediately. What it does mean is that when you feel that ripple from the energy, the effects will be fast. So that's what I'm planning to look at. Internal, external, and the guidance that arises from it. It's a bulk introduction, so if you've seen one of them, you can fast forward to a timestamp down in the description. I'd be really interested if you was to comment down below if the readings mean anything to you, because it's always good to get the feedback. And obviously like, share, subscribe. Definitely press the subscribe button because I'm a new channel. I'm only a little baby channel at the moment. Right, after all that, let me bring up the cards. Right, Aries, this reading seems to echo either your waxing moon reading or your Mars transit Capricorn reading, which would make sense. I don't remember which one, but I advise you to check them out. But for the shift in internal energy, we have the 3 of Wands. Really hopeful moving forward. For the shift in external energy, we have the Tower. But before you panic, I feel really, really positive about this Tower. And then finally, for the guidance, we have the 5 of Wands. Now, going to the internal, Spirit has been showing you that sometimes, yes, the grass is greener elsewhere. You can try different things. You can move forward. Progress will be slow, but you can move forward and you can gain a harvest by trying different things. Whichever of them 2 readings I just mentioned, whichever one's called Try Everything, I think it's the Waxing Moon one, but that goes into this in far more detail. But yes, try everything, try something new, because there's been an anxiety that has been holding you back. But recently, it feels like there's been an internal conflict that's not quite over, but nearly over. But now everybody is moving forward. And when I say everybody, all bits of you are moving forward going, okay, we're going in this direction, and that motion is going to get faster. And remember, with the three of wands, it is a card about your ships coming in. So this is something that if you, whatever this anxiety was in the past that you have debated and discussed and agonized over in your own mind, you've made the decision to move forward with it with the Knight of Swords. There may be something that you're cutting out. It's maybe in reaction to a little bit of news of something, but you are deciding to move forward and go, okay, Spirit says I should try it. Spirit said the grass can be greener, so let's have a look at this grass over there. Let's have a look at this alternate harvest. So this, whether they're related or not, there's chaos in your exterior world. But again, I really think it's coming from the interior. It's like, by you having this change of attitude, certain things are falling away from you because you were in a pretty grounded position. Everything was okay. The King of Pentacles is all that. If it's a relationship reading, he's got the job, he's got the car, he's got the clothes, but he's not like the Knight of Pentacles. I don't think he's particularly that fast moving. And here he looks particularly wistful, like he's been nurturing something. Like the Queen of Pentacles does. But the expression on his face rather tells me that he's also looking at it going, why am I nurturing this? Okay, I mean, I know I'm supposed to, and that's what I've always been told, and that's what I've always done, but why am I nurturing this? But Spirit, in the effect of the outside world, is saying, look, here's a big burden. Take it on board. Take it on board because you will profit from it. Take it on board because it's your passageway to somewhere special. It's your passageway to a new home. It's your passageway to a new... To say a new paradise is probably a bit strong, but that's what's going on in my head. It's a passageway to a new paradise. All right, I give up. I suppose that's the surrendering to Spirit that they keep going on about. And it is an end to torment. So do not be discouraged by the Tower clarified by the Ten of Swords, because these clarification cards, what Spirit is bringing in, the foundation of the situation, past, future, so where the motion of this energy is. So the guidance is, it is time to walk away. It is time to walk away from something. It is time to walk away from rules and from somebody's rather double-edged help. Somebody's given you some help and advice. It's not going to answer all of your questions. And some of the answers that you gain, because you do have to think about all of this. You really, really do have to take it in and say, do I want this? Do I want that? But Spirit is leading you well with saying, yeah, the grass is greener here. So Spirit is leading you well here, but you need to consider everything that means. And the danger here is the devil. So you can end up chained either by having this internal debate in the first place and just staying in this internal debate, when you could take advantage of these Knight of Swords energies and move forward. But yeah, you are bruised from this internal conflict, and you will be bruised from it because, of course you would, because you're changing something that you've done for such a long time, which has been laid down to you rules-wise in the form of help, in the form of quite possibly in the form of misguided, loving advice. That's what I read, because I'm seeing the lions wearing a crown, and I'm British, so I'm seeing that whole royal monarchy aspect with this. But I'm also seeing the rope as being tied back, but I'm also seeing the love that a monarch should have for their people. So with the devil found at the base of this, there's two things here. With the devil, yes, you can get bound up in this internal conflict and not move forward, not take advantage of the Knight of Swords, not put this torment to rest. Because these questions will hurt. Of course they will hurt. Because you're changing something that you've had going for a long time. But there's an expression on that devil's face that also makes me feel like, and this is you, not the entrapping devil. This is you going, finally, I get to try this. Finally, I'll get to have a look at this, because you've had the anxiety about it beforehand, and maybe to a certain extent that was a self-imposed anxiety that was fed by somebody else, i.e. fed by somebody else giving these misguided rules and advice. So I always clarify the devil card, and we've got 7 of Cups. You have options. You have lots and lots of options. So I would feel that with the 7 of Pentacles here, the Spirit showing you that, yeah, the grass could be greener, you know. You don't have to stick with the same old coin that you've been holding on to for years. Okay, I'll use those cards. They just fell out. Oh, they're out of camera, but yeah, they just flew out of the deck. You have lots of options. Try them all. So I have from the mythical creatures affirmation cards, we have, anytime I choose, I can create my dreams, and all the answers I need can be found within me. So I would suggest that, yes, do the work, ask the questions. They will hurt. Of course they will hurt. Well, it looks like I'm not free of the effects of Mercury retrograde just yet. The computer just went doolally on me. So like I was saying, do the work, ask the questions. They will hurt, but that's okay, because you end up in a far better place. An end to torment, moving forward, moving to whole new worlds, a paradise on offer. So I will post any second now. You will probably see on the screen a link to your waxing moon reading and a link to your Mars transit Capricorn reading. Both of those, I think, are well worth a look, because they're both relevant to what I'm seeing here. And I don't normally remember my readings from one reading to another. So if it means anything to you, Aries, please do comment down below, like, share, subscribe. Look down there for a link to get your birth chart so you know what your rising sign is. And also there's a link to the Facebook group where I post some of the astrology videos that I watch as well. In the meantime, good luck with this. There's a lot of interior work that can all happen quite quickly, and you're putting an end to an issue. You're putting an end to an anxiety that you may be been ignoring, but it needs dealing with. Get that conflict over and done with. All right? Cheers.